Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Rubina. Let's talk about peace first of all. What is global peace? Okay. As we all know that global peace is connected to the issues that our world is currently facing. Certainly, what we're trying to achieve here is to have a dialogue between the global world, basically the global leadership, and discuss the new strategies, chart out the new roadmaps as to why so far we are unable to achieve what we are trying to do for humanity. You can see this, there is no awareness campaign going on between the global citizens. They are not aware of how to live by international human rights. They're not aware of the outlined policy of United Nations as well. So that is why it is very important for the world and especially for the youth. First of all, why are we addressing this issue? Let's start with why are we addressing this issue. The reason we are addressing this issue is because we are trying to create awareness in general public, within our youth, to see what actions are we doing that is causing our world to have so many troubles. It has nothing to do with Pakistan, actually. My campaign has nothing to do with Pakistan. Pakistan will just be representing the global peace because Pakistan is a country that has the capacity to bring the global peace. It is not about our internal situation. Okay? It's about launching a campaign which is the requirement of the humanity at this moment. At this moment, it is the need, it is the necessity to change a troubled world. And how are we going to change a troubled world? The only way that, of course, the humanitarian sector thinks is by joining hands, bringing all the international community together, along with Pakistan. And yes, Pakistan can be the leader in promoting the global peace. I personally think it has the tendency to do so. It's just a matter of coming up with the new roadmaps, which I think we have lost it, maybe perhaps due to lack of direction, or perhaps the misconception of the country. But if we join hands with proper departments, world ambassadors, peace promoters, peace advocates, peace educators, and there are leaders, there are celebrities, there are people all around the world who would like to change the world, which is the need, the dire need at this time to save the humanity from destruction, based on a mission which serves nothing but the prosperity of humanity. And it is not about the departments or sectors. If we look at the bigger picture, we should be able to see that how badly humanity is suffering. We call ourselves that we have reached the heights of a modern science, we have achieved this and we have achieved that. But when we actually take a look at the humanity, we should be able to see where are we standing at this point. Are we able to feed all the humans on the globe? Are we able to protect the humanity? Are we able to work on gender equality? No, we're not. We're still fighting the racism. We're still fighting the violence. We're still fighting the terror. We're fighting so many battles at one time, where the battle should have been to begin with is just to bring peace and secure the human beings who needs food, who needs shelter, who needs good health. This is our right as citizens of this globe. It is our right to achieve and have a great life, to be able to afford the food, to be able to afford education, to be able to participate in the economy of any country or even the globe, if you say. But are we able to do that? No, we're not. Why? Because we're so focused on the issues that are not even important. The way I look at it is, when I started this mission, my entire mission and cause was to save lives. Um, as I started working in Pakistan in the last 8 years, I realized that Pakistan definitely has a potential. It has a potential to become a leader. Not only the leader in, you can say, our security or our foreign policies, but we should be the leader to save humans, to work with humanitarian sectors, to show the world that we can change the globe. We can actually change the globe and address the issues that are faced by the humanity. In fact, we would like to welcome all the ambassadors, peace advocates around the world to join hands with us and chart out the map to come up with new strategies to work on peace. This is not focused on any religion or sector or gender, perhaps. It is for the entire nation. How we can maintain the integrity of the earth, how we should live by the international human rights. Are we aware of our our rights? Do we know that what will take us towards the prosperity? Have we been educated? And I think the peace education should become part of the formal and non-formal education throughout the world. Our teachers should be trained to promote peace education. Our leaders should be trained to promote peace education. Our youth should know how to promote peace education. It is, you can say, a big challenge for us how to create awareness in public of their own rights. Once they are aware, once they know that they deserve a better life on this planet, then I think personally you don't need to hold their hands and guide them on terror or on racism or on gender inequality issues or on any sort of violence. I think they will be self-sufficient, or they will find their own ways to come up with the sustainable development goals, like United Nations is launching sustainable development goals. But I personally think if we educate the entire global community as leaders, we should be able to make them all self-sustainable, I think. I would say first thing I would like to do is to promote girls' education. As you can see around the world, there are women who are leaders, who are running the countries, who are running the nations, who are making the policies, even United Nations. Most of the women are so powerful that they can come up with the third world policies. Why can't our girls educate themselves and bring themselves to those standards? Why can't we? The first and the most important agenda that I would focus on is women empowerment. Okay, because without women empowerment, we won't be able to bring our number one. Once we are able to promote the education in the rural areas of Pakistan, I think 90% of the war will already be won, right? How to get to them? It is, if you think it's an issue, then yes, I agree. It is going to be an issue because we are facing a lot of challenges for women education in Pakistan. But I don't see why we won't be able to overcome those obstacles. If there are women who are getting education in Africa, there are women who are getting education in different parts of the world, why can the women in Pakistan have an access to quality education? It is going to be a long road, yes it is, and it's not going to be achieved in a month or two, but there are ways and there are strategies that we need to follow to make sure that we reach out to every woman in every corner of this country. There is nothing like Nobel Prize winner Nelson Mandela, Kofi Annan, of course Malala Yousafzai. They would say there's nothing like peace and equality. And that should be our mission as well. We should all focus our lives to bring global equality, liberty, and peace.